Hi, my name is Dana McWilliam. I am an advanced director with Pure Romance, and I am here to show you how I do my follow-up with my customers. Now, I learned this from another consultant, so this is not my original idea. Ashley Livermore actually is the person who I learned it from. But once you are going to be done with your party, after your party, you are going to take your connection cards. So you should be collecting these connection cards throughout the whole entire party, right? And these are going to be so informational for you. So what you're going to do after your party, you are going to take your chunk of connection cards from that party and you are going to follow up with them. So this is going to be your 24-hour follow-up. You can write little notes on top if it's going to help you, if they booked a party, if they're a recruit lead, if they were the hostess, if they didn't order, whatever helps you to remember. And sometimes I write no on the bottom if they didn't order. I write their party date if they booked a party. So that is going to help you determine what you're going to send to them the day after or within 24 hours, okay? 24 to 48. So you are going to first do your 2-day follow-up. So after your 2-day follow-up, they're actually going to go into another little bin. So I have 3 bins. My first bin is my 2-day follow-up. That's where this party is going to go. After I do my 24-hour follow-up, they're going to go into my 2-week follow-up. So 2-day, then they go into my 2-week. So now I write 2-week, and then I write the date I have to follow up with them. So they're going in my 2-week bin, and I know on 9/25, I'm following up with this party. All right? So my 2-week follow-up is different from my 24-hour follow-up. And I have the scripts and everything that I posted as well of what I use to actually follow up with them. After they are done with my 2-week follow-up, they go into my 3rd basket, and that is my 2-month follow-up. So then I go into my 2-month follow-up. So you'll notice I have quite a few more parties there. And the reason is because this party I'm following up in October. I have a few in October, and then these are my October follow-ups for 2-month. Then I have my 2-month for November. So I'm not following up with all of these people at the same time as these, okay? So each party is going to go through this process: 2-day, 2-week, 2-month. And each time you follow up with them, you're using that different script that I posted. So now, the thing is, after they go through the 2-day, 2-week, 2-month process, you are going to put them, you're going to actually sort your connection cards based on their birthday. So what I mean by that is you are going to take a look at your connection card. They're going to write down what their birthday is. Ooh, there we go. So March 18th. So all I need to know is March. So this person has March, and I'm going to find my March folder, and I'll show you my folders. I'm going to find my March folder, and I'm going to slot her in my March, okay? So you are actually going to be creating these folders. You can use baskets, you can use folders, whatever you want to use to make it easier for you. I use folders, and what I do is I color code them. So you'll notice January, April, July, and October are the same color. February, May, August, and November are the same color, and March, June, September, and December are the same color. The reason that is because you're going to be reaching out to your customers 4 times a year. So the reason why this follow-up system is so wonderful is because it is going to make it so that you are touching every single customer 4 times a year, which is awesome because you're staying in front of them, right? So once you place all of that party into their correct birthday month, so I would take this whole entire party. Becky would go into March, slot her in March. Jackie would go into May, put her in May. So I just put them in the correct month, okay? This is after they go through that process of the 2-day, 2-week, 2-month. So then, this is where the whole follow-up comes into play. You're going to go, and depending on what month it is, so right now, it's September. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take all my red folders because remember they're color coded. So I'm going to take my September, my December, my March, and my June. And what I do with that is I'll show you on my September folder. Here's my September folder. What I'm going to do is every folder has a Post-it in it. So on September, the first week, I'm taking all of my September birthdays. These are all September birthdays, okay? All these are September birthdays. And I'm shooting them the birthday text, okay? The one that I posted. And then the second week of September, I'm taking my December folder. So I grab my December folder. This is the second week of September because the first week of September I did birthdays. The second week of September, I'm now doing December. I take out all of my December people, and what I'm doing is I'm doing the quarterly follow-up. After the second week of September, I go to the third week of September. So the third week of September, I'm doing March, my other red folder. I'm doing the exact same message that I sent to my December group, and I'm doing quarterly follow-up. The fourth week of September, I'm going to take my June. Exact same thing. All of my June birthdays are going to get my quarterly follow-up, and it's going to be the exact same message I sent my December and I sent my March. Now you'll notice that these were all my red folders. So depending on what month it is, you're going to take that same color folder, and those are the months that you're following up with. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So then you're going to just place them back, or you can keep all the colors together, totally up to you. So then when it becomes October, now you're going to go onto your new color. So then October, I'm going to take all my gray folders. First week of October, since it's October, I'm going to do birthday. So I do the birthday message, okay? Second week of October, I'm doing January quarterly follow-up. Same message that I do for my quarterly follow-up for any month. My second week of October, my third week of October, I'm doing April. So I take my April. Perfect. Quarterly follow-up message. And then my fourth week of October, I am doing January. July. So I did January, April, and July. Now I'm taking July, and I'm doing my same exact quarterly message. So then it becomes November. So then you do the same thing, and you'll notice these 4 months are always going to be the 4 months you pull out together, because this is the rotation. That's how you're going to be following up with every single customer. So if they're not getting a birthday message every 3 months, they're getting a quarterly follow-up message every 3 months. You're not messaging more than 3 months. You're not messaging them every single month. It's only once every 3 months, because this is how this system goes. I hope that helps you. I hope that you can use the scripts that I posted to, put those in to either a scheduler to send them out to your customers. I personally have an Android, so I use Mighty Text, and if you want to know more about that, I'd be happy to do a video on that as well. But that is something that is able to schedule out my texts, and I can send it all kind of at once and things like that, so it doesn't take me as long. But if you're brand new and you're just starting this, please start it now, because it's going to save you. I'm telling you, I waited 4 years to start it, and going through 4 years of connection cards took a really long time. So follow up is so, so important. It is what's going to keep you in business. It's what's going to keep your customers around, and it's just going to be so beneficial to your business. You're going to book parties. You're going to have outside orders. You're going to have recruit leads from this. You're staying in front of your customers, and they're going to be lifelong customers to you. So I hope that's super helpful. If you have any questions, please post below. I'd be happy to answer any of them. And I hope that it is as successful for you as it is me. The last thing I will just tell you about it, what I personally do, is because I'm kind of all over the place. And so it's hard for me to kind of keep track of things. So what I personally do is I then have a notebook. So after I'm texting them, if they're responding and they're saying, yeah, I want to use my 20% off coupon, I'm writing their name here. That means that they want to order. So that is just for me to know, great, this person wants to order. I'm going to make sure that I'm following up with them in the next week or two so they can make sure they use their coupon. Then I also, if you want to do a parties one. So if it is a birthday one, I offer a coupon where they can get their girlfriends together. And so you can have a party one who's maybe interested in a party but didn't maybe book a date or something. So that's just a way that I keep track of things if they respond, so it doesn't get lost in my text messages if I get a ton of responses, or maybe some people don't respond, and that's okay. I have a ton that don't respond, so don't let that bother you. But just so that the people who do respond don't get lost in all of my text messages, that's why I have this notebook. And this is what's going to help me keep track of who's interested in ordering. What I write down what the retail of it is, though. You can do whatever you want, but who's interested in ordering to make sure that I'm following up with them. So that is the follow-up system. So it starts with the 2-day, 2-week, 2-month outreach. After they're done with the 2-month outreach, that's when you file them into their birthdays. So don't file them before that, because otherwise you might be contacting them. They might have just been to a party in August, and then you're contacting them again in September. Or they just went to a party in August and their birthday's in September, kind of thing. I mean, you just talked to them about, having a party, things like that in the shopping room, because you do that to every customer. So I wait until the 2-day, 2-week, 2-month, and then I file them based off of their birthday. Now, the very last thing I'll end with is if they don't have a birthday written down, so that's really important, something that I do at my parties. I make sure that they write down their birthday, because I let them know I give a little birthday treat, which is my scheduled text that I posted. And if they don't have their birthday though, and they do have their phone number, then what I'll do is I'll just text them and I'll just say, hey, I'm updating my customer birthdays. I want to be able to send you a little birthday offer when it's your month. So if you wouldn't mind, text me your birthday back. Some will respond, some won't, and that's totally okay. So that is how I do my follow-up. I am super excited. The first week that I started it, which was just 2 weeks ago, I booked 5 parties and had 4 outside orders. So clearly it's going to be working for me better than what I was doing before, which was absolutely nothing. So I hope this is helpful to you, and please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck. Bye.